My name is Brenda Drumm. I am Communications Manager with the Disability Federation of Ireland, and we have just finished a session of media training for self-advocates. It's the second session that we did this year, where we invited our member organisations to nominate self-advocates to take part in 4 weeks of media training with DFI. Now, in saying that the media training was for self-advocates, people with disabilities, this particular training session had something a bit different, because the groups that we would work mostly with would be our member organisations, the key workers and people with disabilities. So the joy of what we had in the room this time was we had the voices of some of the staff members of our member organisations, some of the key workers who would work with people with disabilities, and I suppose the most important voice for us, the voice of people with disabilities. So it was a really rich learning across those three particular groups for the media training.
I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a collagen defect, so it affects everything we do: muscles, ligaments, tendons, heart problems, whatever. I love media, radio, TV, social media. I'm a big sponge. I drink it all in, and I love to take part in it. But I thought I knew it better than I do. I've learned so much in the last couple of weeks. I've learned an awful lot on how some people in the media think, how they work, how they tend to phrase things, and how to maybe sidestep one or two issues that I may not be yet comfortable about speaking.
I'm definitely the grandmother of the group at 63, and I'm a grandmother to two. One who has autism, Carolyn, who I'm carer for. She is doing the course and tends to drag me into everything that she's doing. And so I might have been coerced a little bit into doing the course, but I'm finding it very interesting. I've learned how the media works, and I've also observed, on TV and other media, how questions are asked.
My name is Claire Power. I'm from rehab care in Clonmel. Everything that was in the training was kind of new to me. I would recommend the media training course.
Hello, my name is Stephen Neville. My disability is epilepsy. I'm a student up in NNN, National Learning Network. There was a couple of parts I enjoyed. I enjoyed watching parts where they were doing wrong things on the course, and then I learned what I could do right. So I enjoyed them 2 and 3 parts things of the course. I think that if anybody asked me up in work to do the course, I would say do the course, because if you going into that kind of area, you need to do this course.
I am completely blind. My eye condition is aniridia and glaucoma, and it means that you have no iris. The reason why I took on the media training course is because I want to improve all the skills that I have already for speaking on media, and become more familiar with wearing the headset if I'm ever doing a radio interview. I would recommend the training to everyone. It was really good. The DFI staff that do it were really good, especially Brenda. She will go through everything with you, and don't feel afraid to ask any questions, big or small.
I have fascioscapulohumeral muscular dystrophy type 2. And I'm famous for all the wrong reasons, because I'm the first one in Ireland to be discovered with it. Well, as part of Muscular Dystrophy Ireland, they've roped me into being on the Advocacy committee because of my background. So, with all the battles I've had over the last 4 years since an accident that's left me retired, I've had to do a lot of fighting, and this has really helped to, as I said, polish up the rough diamond that came in the first day. I just want to say a big thanks to DFI for inviting me, anyone else from Muscular Dystrophy Ireland that can't be here today, and everyone else that I've met. And you guys, just thank you for everything I've learned.
My name's Dr. Caroline Winstanley and I work at the CRC as a person-centred planner and researcher. So that job involves ensuring that the voice of the adults that I work with is heard. I get to do really exciting projects to, I suppose, promote kind of involvement in the community and valued social roles. It's a really exciting role. And when I'm not at the CRC, I work as a speech and language therapist and I specialise in autism. I often get phone calls from journalists in my role in disability. This is both at the CRC and actually in my job as a speech and language therapist. I get asked to comment on all aspects of kind of autism awareness, projects that are happening in the community. And I was feeling like this was a lot of responsibility, and I could often get asked questions which I felt confident to answer, but I felt maybe the journalist was trying to take me in a line that wasn't in line with what I believe, what I wanted to kind of contribute to the interview. And that was always kind of making me feel nervous because I didn't want to end up saying something that misrepresented the people that I work with or even misrepresented myself. So it was kind of gaining those skills so that I could do a really good job of interview and come away with something that I felt I could stand behind. There's a lot of adults that I work with who are really kind of motivated to become self-advocates and are really interested in sharing their stories. And I think this training is very good as it can give those skills and that confidence to those adults to be able to tell their stories in a way that's authentic to them. I think even if you don't really want to go into interviews or any of the actual media side, it still gives you those valuable skills to be able to go and to speak to people and to fight your own cause and say what you think about things. I think it actually is much more holistic than it is on paper.
So it's been a real pleasure for the Disability Federation of Ireland to facilitate this training. It's our second training session this year. We have a waiting list for 2024, but if you're involved as a self-advocate in the area of disability and you think you'd like to do more, to share your story, to learn the little tips and the tricks, then we'd encourage you to get in touch with us, info@disability-federation.ie, and we'd love to work with you on our next media training session.